between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Buffalo Bills. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. From the 6. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24. Here's the leading rusher amongst rookies last season, Najee Harris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Pickett sets up play action. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. The Bills are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Out quickly to Hines. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be.
And this is going to be intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 30-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run. And Deontay Johnson just continues to build and grow in his NFL career. Finished 2nd in the NFL in targets on his way to his first Pro Bowl last season. Pulls in the catch there to pick up the first down.
They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
To throw again on second down. Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Davis. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
Throwing is Allen on third. And that is incomplete.
Partner, I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
So now on fourth down, Sam Martin on to punt for Buffalo. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Pickett. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. On fourth down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We sort of suspected that the elements might wreak havoc on both of these offenses, and that's been the case. No points on either side as this drive begins with a 1st down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On play action, Allen. And he fires one incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Getting the ball is Cook running left. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. We were just talking about him pregame. 3 tackles for a loss. Last week you thought he looked so explosive on film. Starting off good there. Another one in the 1st quarter.
He's every bit of what you described. And I don't want to make it too simplistic, but right now for him, it's see ball, get ball. And that's what he's doing really, really well, and he's doing it in the offense's backfield.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. Rolling to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Pickett back to the air on second down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Pickett right back to the air again. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
Off play action, Pickett. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And now off to the races down the right side. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, CD, that's a huge play by this defense in a close ball game. I think he was trying to just extend the play there, getting outside the pocket, but he throws a costly pick six.
Yeah, he was trying to find someone open. You're exactly right. He wasn't looking to run. He was looking to throw. The result, not good for him. They were more than happy on the defensive side to gather that one in and take it to the house.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Now a first down carry for Harris. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks.
Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Presley Harvin now. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Bills. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon. 2
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
From the 44, Pickett. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 41. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Here's Cook again. And some room to run now. They nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Left side, Cook. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And he is going to have a Bills 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. He'll check this down to Hines. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great.
Touchdown! Dawson Knox as the 1st half is winding down. And the Bills will extend their lead here just before halftime. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the 1st half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Pickett will look to throw it here. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well. So give some credit to the defense.
That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Final play of the 1st half. Here's Pickett. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Takes it at the 7. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Going deep for Diggs. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Running on first down is Cook, but he didn't find much there. Call it a gain of 3, second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Allen's throw will be caught by McKenzie. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
87 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up first and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I just wonder if before that last play, if someone on the defense stepped in the huddle and said, we've been run over, run around, run through all game long.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. James Cook with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. He finds his man Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Pickett to throw on first down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Pickett back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Going for it on 4th down. Here's Pickett. And now here's another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all those rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here's Allen. This one caught by Davis. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bills are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. First down, here's the run with Cook. No gain on the play, it'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The Bills on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. He'll buy some time right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Looking to throw again on second down. Pickett. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Pickett. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Up the middle, it's Cook. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 96 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. Again, it's Cook. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Steelers.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy, sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Pickett again. This time he looks to throw it. Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Von Miller drops him again for the second straight play, and it brings up 4th down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense. I got it.
See what I did?
And now here's another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to have it here just past the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They run it again with Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 5. A big play there out of Cook. 49 yards on the ground. They'll run with Cook. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge.
And he loses the football a second time, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Pardon me, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. To throw again on 2nd down. Pickett. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
One final shot for Pickett. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football.